A Nigerian man has been handed a 12-year extended sentence in the United Kingdom after being convicted of raping one woman and sexually assaulting another in separate incidents. 30-year-old Oluwakanyisola Adebode of Gainsborough Road, Simgola, Tradiga, was sentenced at Swansea Crown Court after being found guilty at trial of 1 count of rape and 2 counts of assault by penetration. The case has now ended with Adebode facing years behind bars, followed by an extended period under license because the court determined that he continues to pose a serious risk to the public. But the details of the case reveal something even more disturbing. The offenses were not confined to one incident. According to reports, the crimes took place between June 2024 and September 2025. Adebode sexually assaulted and raped one woman in the Gwent police area. He was subsequently arrested and released on bail. It was after that release, the court heard that he sexually assaulted another woman in the Dyfed police area. That detail became central to the sentencing because it demonstrated the serious risk authorities believe he posed to another woman. The prosecution described the impact on the victims as severe. Prosecuting counsel Mark Witt, KC, told the court that Adebode had humiliated and degraded his victims and described him as a danger to women. There were life-altering consequences for his victims. Witt told the court. The prosecution also referred to a probation service assessment, which raised serious concerns about Adebode's attitude towards his offending. According to the reports presented to the court, Adebode showed little insight into his behavior and completely rejected the findings of the jury that convicted him. The probation assessment concluded that he posed a high risk of serious harm, with that risk linked to what he described as attitudes of entitlement. That assessment was particularly important because the court was not simply considering what had already happened. It was also considering what could happen in the future. The court heard that 7 other women had previously raised concerns about Adebode's sexual behavior with police since 2019. Those concerns included allegations of rape, indecent exposure, sexual assault, and stalking. Those previous matters did not result in convictions, but they formed part of the information considered during the sentencing process. The court also heard directly about the effect the offenses had on the 2 women involved in the convictions. One victim reportedly described Adebode as very predatory in her victim impact statements. The prosecution told the court that the consequences for the victims had been profound. This is why the sentencing judge concluded that an ordinary prison sentence was not enough. Judge Ho Rees said the evidence he had heard during the trial, together with the reports presented to him, led him to conclude that Adebode represented a continuing danger. The judge also highlighted his lack of insight into his offending. That issue can be particularly significant in serious sexual offense cases because a failure to acknowledge wrongdoing can raise concerns about the possibility of future offending. Judge Rees determined that an extended sentence was necessary to protect the public. Adebode was therefore sentenced to a 12-year extended sentence. The sentence consists of 9 years in custody followed by 3 years on license. He must serve 2/3 of the custodial portion before he can apply for release. Even then, release is not automatic. The parole board will have to determine whether he is safe to return to the community. That means the end of his prison term will not necessarily mean the end of restrictions on his freedom. The 3-year license period will place him under continuous supervision. There is another significant consequence. Adebode will remain on the sex offenders register for the rest of his life. That requirement will continue long after his prison sentence has ended. Interestingly, the court heard that Adebode had no previous convictions, but the absence of a criminal record did not prevent the court from imposing a lengthy sentence. the seriousness of the offenses, their impact on the victims, and the assessment of future risk were central to the final decision. Defense counsel Matt Murphy told the court that it was hoped Odebode would develop greater insight into his offending while serving in his sentence. That statement points to one of the central issues in the case. The court was told that Odebode currently lacked the necessary understanding of his behavior and its consequences. The sentence, therefore, has two purposes. There is punishment for the offenses that were proven at trial, but there is also a significant focus on protecting the public from future harm. The extended license period gives authorities additional powers to supervise Odebode after his release from custody. For the victims, the sentence brings the criminal proceedings to a major conclusions, although the impact of such offenses can continue long after a courtroom judgment. The prosecution's descriptions of the consequences as life-altering underlines the seriousness of what the victims experienced. The case also highlights the way UK courts approach serious sexual offenses, where there are concerns about continuing risk. A defendant can have no previous convictions and still receive an extended sentence if the evidence demonstrates that the offenses are serious and that there is a significant risk of further harm. In Odebode's case, the fact that another sexual offense was committed after his initial arrest and release on bail was particularly significant. It meant that the court had to consider not only the circumstances surrounding the first victim, but also what happened afterwards. The sentencing decision therefore reflects the court's assessment of the overall pattern of behavior and the continuing risk identified by probation services. The case also sends a wider message about the consequences of serious sexual offenses in the UK. Conviction can result in lengthy imprisonment, extended supervision, and lifelong registration as a sex offender. Odebode will now spend years in custody before he can even apply for release. And if the parole board eventually determines that he can be released, he will remain subject to license conditions. His lifetime registration as a sex offender will also continue. The final picture is stark. A 30-year-old man has been convicted of raping one woman and sexually assaulting another. The court held that his actions had profound consequences for both victims. It also held concerns about his lack of insight and the risk he could pose in the future. The result is a 9-year custodial term, followed by 3 years on license, within a 12-year extended sentence. The case is now moving from the courtroom to the prison and supervision system. And the central issue remains public safety. The court has made its position clear. The punishment is not only about what happened to the two women, but also about preventing further harm. For more news reports, stay with us on First Next News. I'm Chidera Esum. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next reports.